On this Holy Thursday, or Maundy Thursday, as we sometimes call it, I often think about what Jesus knew he was facing. He was heading into unspeakable things, and yet he still found time to find stillness. He found time to connect with God. He made space. And so on this day, I want to find the same stillness. I want to find a connection to God among a lot of chaotic things, right? We're busy. We have a lot of noise and overstimulation in our lives. And while most of us are not facing what Jesus faced, I think it's good for us to remember how to find that same stillness. For me, I need to be near nature, whether that be water or trees, anywhere I can hear the birds chirping, because it's a reminder that we are planted in God, that it's through God that we find strength, that when our roots go deep, like Psalm 1 talks about, we can stand strong. We can stand strong in hurricanes of life or any other changes around us, whatever may come. God promises to be a living water to renew us. And so I find stillness on this day, seeking God and trusting that God will bring strength and living water.
Stillness in the midst of chaos. Sometimes just repeating it is the thing that makes the stillness happen. I know that there will always be something that I have to do, some other place that I have to be, and yet I need to find those moments, those places of stillness, whether it's just a cup of coffee outside on my patio, or taking the time to just be and do what I love. It's a reminder that even in the midst of the movement and the schedules of our lives, there is stillness as I go from one place to the next. So may you breathe and repeat those words. Stillness in the midst of chaos.
A piece of wild things. When despair for the world grows in me and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water and feel above me day-blind stars waiting with their light. And for a time I rest in the grace of the world and am free.
How does stillness in the midst of chaos give me courage? Well, for me, it's everything, because in stillness we know that God is with us. And without that behind me and in me and for me, I can't get through
especially days of chaos. And on those particular days when I know it's bad, I find a quiet place outside or inside, and I do this prayer. I say, God, be in my head and in my thinking. God, be in my eyes and in my seeing. God, be in my breath and in my breathing. God, be in my mouth and in my speaking. God, be in my heart and in my loving. God, be in my hands and in my serving. And God, be in my feet and in my walking. May you too be blessed in your stillness and find God.
Calm before the storm. What word could possibly be worthy of breaking silence? Jesus goes to the Psalms, and I find great peace in the Psalms. I lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence does my help come? He leads me beside still waters and restores my soul.
Up to the hills, it's my morning song, where my strength comes from. I lift my eyes up to the hills, it's my evening song, where my help comes from. This is the gravity of love, just as the moon follows the sun. You're all around me, you're holding everything. This is the hope of every land, just as the universe expands. Your love is reaching, you're holding everything. We lift our eyes up to the hills. When will our help come? Lord, we cry, how long? We lift our eyes up to the hills. Even as we run, hope is chasing us. This is the gravity of love, just as the moon follows the sun. You're all around me, you're holding everything. This is the hope of every land, just as the universe expands. Your love is reaching, you're holding everything. I see infinite stars, one for every human heart. And with all of these suns, I know I am not alone. This is the gravity of love, just as the moon follows the sun. You're all around me, you're holding everything. This is the hope of every land, just as the universe expands. Your love is real.